Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back. It's Travis here with JT Wealth. In today's video, I'm going to showcase two stocks that have upside potential between 120 and 150% in the next 12 months. So let's get into it. Welcome back, everybody. Like I said, two different stocks that you've probably never heard of, both above 100% upside in the next 12 months. So these are two very exciting stocks that I'm looking forward to talking to you guys about today. Now, if you don't mind, before we get started, take 2 seconds out of your day, hit that big thumbs up like button for me, and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. It really helps us out. And if you're looking to open a new brokerage account for your crypto, dividends, or growth stocks, whatever the case may be, check out the links in the description section down below. There's plenty to choose from, and just by utilizing those links, you also help out the channel, so we really appreciate that. Now, as I started to create today's video, I wanted to think about the current situation in the market and where I think the market is going to go next. I think it is probably assumed now that the inflation rate we're seeing and have been seeing is not exactly transitory like the Treasury Department might want you to think. It is not temporary. I think it is going to last a little bit longer. And in times of high inflation, you got to look at which sectors tend to do better. Now, high growth stocks don't necessarily do that well during times of high inflation, but your sectors like finance, energy, and services, they tend to do notably better. So I held that in mind when coming up with the two stocks that I'm going to talk to you guys about today, one of which sits in the finance sector and the other in the service sector. So let's dive right into our first stock of today. And that's going to be Zeta Global Holdings Corp, ticker symbol ZETA. They were trading at about $5.70 as I was creating this video, and they have an upside potential of over 120% in the next 12 months to an analyst average price target of $12.58. They also hold a strong buy rating with 6 buys and only 2 holds. Briefly looking at the last 5 analyst ratings that they've received, we're looking at price targets of 128, 57, and 189% upsides in the next 12 months. And all of those were given within the last 30 days. And regarding Zeta Global Holdings, I found this article from last month, and it says that they're a cloud-based marketing tech company whose platform brings AI to data analytics and customer acquisitions and retention. Their data platform can sort through more than 2.4 billion consumer identity profiles, making a wealth of data available to business marketing customers. Zeta boasts that it offers its customers the largest omni-channel marketing platform. Data-driven marketing is a growth industry in the digital world, and Zeta's numbers reflect that. The company posted 20% year-over-year revenue growth in 2020, which grew to 25% in the first quarter of 2021, while margins expanded from 11% for full year 2020 to 13% in just the first quarter of 21. Zeta's biggest asset, however, may be its consumer data set. Some 220 million American consumers have opted into that data set. Looking at their second quarter 2021 financial results, this came out on August 10th, and their revenue increased 39% year over year to $106.9 million. Their balanced revenue growth and contribution between new customers and existing customers is promoting that growth, and direct platform revenue mix improved to 77% of their revenue compared to only 74% in the previous quarter. They've scaled customer count increase from 343 to 343 from 333 the previous quarter, and scaled customer average revenue per user increased from $299,000 up from $289,000 in the previous quarter. Now, before we get into the second company, I briefly want to touch on market sentiment and where we think the market could be going in the future. I'm currently very bullish on the future of the market, mainly because although a lot of people are looking at inflation as a negative and wondering when we're going to see that 10 to 15% pullback you normally get after a long bull run, we aren't necessarily seeing the signs of that to come. We're seeing high earnings revenue, and we're seeing a lot of green days in the market. More and more times than not, we're seeing all-time highs reached from the S&P to the NASDAQ. So what I'm looking forward to is the people who've managed to kind of harbor their money and try to put it and hedge it against the possibility of losing money money in the market overall, they've all put their money into the money market funds. So we've got $4 trillion worth of assets and cash held in money market funds. And these people are tired of seeing themselves lose out on the growth that is going on in the market. And if that money manages to trickle its way back into the stock market, back into the S&P and the NASDAQ and all over the place, we are going to see another huge push and huge green days to follow in the market and another long bull run. Okay, but on to the second company we're looking at today, and that is Sunlight Financial Holdings. They're trading at about $564 today, but check their ratings out. 3 strong buy ratings with a possible 154% upside in the next 12 months to an analyst average price target of $14.33. Sunlight Financial is a consumer credit company with a twist. It focuses on loans for home improvement, especially home improvements involving green tech upgrades and solar power installations. The company has funded over $4 billion in such loans, providing financing for over 154,000 installations. The company went public on Wall Street last month through a SPAC merger with Spartan Acquisition Corp. II. That merger was completed July 9th, and the SUNL ticker started trading on July 12th. Spartan brought $250 million in cash proceeds to the combination, and 1 month after opening on the market, they now have a market cap of $723 million. Okay, looking at the last 3 analysts to give price target ratings for SUNL, and that is, we got 125 and 2 at 159% upside potential in the next 12 months. So there's a strong consensus here among all analysts currently rating the stock. Now, regarding Sunlight Financial Holdings delivers strong results in their second quarter, let's take a look at how they did. SUNL reported strong debut second quarter earnings results since its stock exchange listing in July, driven by robust funded loan volume growth. Notably, the company did complete its business combination with the SPAC in July. Now, SUNL is a technology-enabled point-of-sale finance company that partners with contractors to offer homeowners innovative, affordable loans for the installation of residential solar systems. Their total revenues jumped 162% year over year to $26.9 million compared to only $10.3 million in the year prior quarter. The increase in revenue reflects a surge in total funded loans, which tripled to $666 million from $222 million a year ago. Furthermore, the company contractor network grew by 77%, bringing the total active contractor base to nearly 1,400. In other positive news, the company reported net income of $5.2 million compared to a net loss of $1.2 million in the prior year quarter. And Sunlight CEO Matt Potter commented, "Sunlight is well positioned to pursue its growth strategy as a public company, continuing to provide frictionless financing and innovative products to homeowners to support the transition to a clean energy future." Alright guys, so there you have it. ZETA and SUNL are 2 stocks today that are showcasing between 120 and 150% potential upside in the next 12 months. As always, this information is just provided for education and entertainment purposes only. It is not being sent to you to say, hey, buy or sell these stocks. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not even financial advice. So make sure you're doing your own due diligence before investing in any stock. Now leave me a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know if you had ever heard of these companies or what your thoughts on them are. I always love hearing from you guys. Thanks again so much for watching today's video, and until next time, bottoms up.